Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Najwa binti Rozi. My metric number is A16856. Have you ever heard about podcast before? What is podcast? Podcast is similar to a radio show or a talk show, but in audio form. In 2016, a study had been held by UC Berkeley. It shows that our multi part of brain will be stimulated when we listen podcast. It's amazing, right? It will secrete different type of hormone. For example, when we listen to a true crime podcast, our adrenaline will be secreted, and it can boost our endorphin when we listen to a comedy podcast. My topic today is why you should listen to podcasts. If you never listened to podcast before, I am sure that you will listen to podcast after the end of my speech. Actually, I am really into podcast this day after I found out about it from my favorite author, Najwa. He has posted in his Instagram about his podcast channel, and that can be found in Spotify and Google Podcasts. So it has attracted me to listen to his podcast, and you know what, I just like falling in love at the first sight after listen to just a podcast. And I listen to podcasts almost every day. It keeps me motivated every single day, and it boosts my energy, my positive energy level. The reason why I introduce podcast to you today is I want to make your playlist become more colorful. You can switch between songs and podcasts, and you will not feel bored when you listen to your playlist anymore. And listening to podcasts really bring a lot of benefit, such as it is good for our brain. We can multitask while listening to podcasts, and we can learn new things. So let's go to our first point, which is it is good for our brain. Like I have stated before, listening to podcasts will stimulate different part of our brain, which is will stimulate different type of gland to secrete different type of hormone. For example, we can if we listen to meditation podcasts, the pituitary gland will secrete oxytocin, or the hormone is known as love hormone. I am sure you can guess the role of that hormone based on its name. Of course, the hormone will make us happy. Actually, it will enable our social bonding that make us more sociable to others, and it also help to reduce anxiety and help to reduce neuroendocrine stress response. We can listen in while we are resting or when we are in our pet time because it is so relaxing. For those who enjoy sitcom or comedy talk show, you can listen to comedy podcasts. I have a quote from Dower, which is, "Laughing is and will always be the best therapy." It shows that laughing really helps us to reduce our stress. When we listen to a comedy podcast, our frontal lobe and cerebral cortex will be activated. When it has both of them are activated, it will make us laugh. Okay. It is so amazing, right? It's amazing when just by listening to podcasts we can stimulate different part of our brain. So let's go to our second point, which is we can multitask while listening to podcasts. As we all know, multitasking is really quite synonym to women. But in this case, both women and men can multitask while listening to podcasts. We can multitask while doing mindless activities such as jogging, washing dishes, or driving a car. It can help to improve our mood also, and we will not feel unmotivated by doing that kind of activity, of course. And we can listen to podcasts anywhere that we want, whether in our home or in public area, and we can listen it anytime we want, and we can listen it on the go. We just have to have teeth, gadget, and earphone, and we're ready to go. It is so easy to listen to podcasts, right? Okay. Besides that, we can also learn new things by listening to podcasts. As we all know, podcasts also have its own genre, just like music. It has business, comedy, education, politics, and so many more type of podcasts. You can choose whatever you want, and you can gain knowledge by listening to it. And then podcast also is a new form of learning tools, where we just can hear the speaker voice, but we can see his or her face. Is really something new in our education right now. And a study from Chris Even from Brunel University about the effectiveness of learning in the form of podcast revision lectures in higher education. So it has been participated by 196 volunteers from university in London, United Kingdom, and the result was podcast is an effective and efficient revision tool, and the study shows that the podcast can be one of the way to learn something new. Podcasts really bring a lot of benefit to us, especially among students. In a nutshell, why we need to listen to podcasts? It is simply because it can stimulate different part of our brain, which will stimulate different part of gland to secrete different type of hormone. It's really opened my eyes to listen to podcasts when it's helped my brain to working efficiently. And podcast is not a time consuming activity, so we can listen to it anytime that we want, or anywhere that we want, whether we are in train or in just in our home. And podcast, we can multitask while listening to podcasts. We can walk around or run while listening to podcasts. Yeah. And then we can still learn new things, discover new things by listening to podcasts. We just, like I've said before, we just need a gadget and earphone or headphone, and we are ready to go. Then, so before I enter my speech, I want to give you one proverb. Is an apple a day keeps the doctor away. I am sure that you are really familiar with this proverb, but I want to change it a little bit, and it turned out to be a podcast a day keep negative thought away. So let's grab our phone and earphone, and let's start tuning into Spotify right now to listen to podcasts. Thank you for listening, and have a nice day, everyone. Bye.